Worst place ever. Never want to go back. I needed to go there for some gravel because I wanted to make some concrete for a road I'm working on over there. But today, I really just want to automate. I was like, I love doing all this. This is fun. Manual, place one, buy. It's so fun. I'm going crazy. I think I need something that will... Shut up. I was in there. I need something that's going to be automatic. I have an idea for the bamboo. I have never played with farmers, so I don't know how this works. This will be like the last project I ever do. I'm probably going to continue just, manually doing this. But sugarcane, I have an idea. This, I have an idea. And then over here, bamboo, geez, I forgot the name. That's why I said this. I have an idea for the pumpkin and melon farm. The issue is collection. I don't have that many powered rails, so I'm gonna have to make a bunch. I don't have a shortage of iron because of that, so it shouldn't be difficult. But redstone, I think I'm gonna need to trade and get a bunch of emeralds, other than this 58 that I have, to trade with the cleric and go from there. But let's start with bamboo. I'm like I think I cracked the code. I don't know how to do redstone, but I'm pretty sure I solved it within a day. I tested something in a creative world, and I think I can make it better, but I'll test it out, see what happens. So let me clear out this area. That is all cleared up. Oh my gosh, shut up. Jeez, that thing is so loud. I didn't think it was that loud. I hear you. But I cleared it all out. I think what I want to do is a farm probably back set this way. Or do I... Or is this in the way? Maybe I do it up front, and that way I can allocate that space for it. Yeah, I'll put it right here. So let me grab some stuff, and we're going to test out... Do I have a dropper? Or a dispenser, I mean. All right, let me get some more stuff. So I struggled with this quite a bit. I was trying to figure out a way to make this machine functional and at the same time really efficient, but it really wasn't working out for me. I went through a couple of iterations, and you'll see me in this clip kind of stumbling around, going back and forth with a few things, and yeah, it just wasn't working. So ultimately this is gonna all be removed, and I am going to figure out a different way, and you'll see that later. Essentially, I'm not good with redstone. I found that out, and I found out also while I was editing this that there's a voiceover option on this, so that makes this a whole lot easier. I thought that was pretty cool. Anyways, I'll let you get back to me struggling trying to build this automated bamboo farm that doesn't work. You'll see. That's one thing done. Next, I think I want to do the pumpkin, and then I want to do the sugarcane because I have an idea. I'm going to pull that sugarcane over here and just build the tower straight up that sort of triggers automatically, and it's not this whole spiel. So this building is probably going to be long, and it will be the bamboo / sugarcane, and then over here I'm going to create some sort of automation to collect all this stuff and just make it a little easier on myself. This, again, I think I'm just going to wait. I don't know if I really want to figure that out just yet. So I'll do that at a later time. Made some progress here. I think I got pretty far. It's really loud, but basically, geez, I need to turn that down. You know what? Let me do this. Let me stand over here. Oh, it does it anyways. All right. So basically, I just built out the infrastructure of it all with all these minecarts sort of going back and forth collecting. And I started testing out the layout. So basically, it's just observers watching the stems every time it grows. The redstone updates, pushes the piston down, it collects as it goes. And I think this is a pretty good setup. And as I was doing this, I'm realizing this thing sucks. I hate this thing. I ran it, and I thought it was so efficient at first. Oh, this is going to produce so much. But, it burns. I have to move that. It burns through so much bone meal. Non-stop burning through that bone meal. And it only created 64 and 23 sticks. So, I don't think this is it. I think what I need to do... is I want to build something that's sort of automated, right? Where like it'll view it growing, and then when it hits a certain height, it'll harvest. That's very basic, just feels like the easiest way for me to do this. Past that, I had the idea of maybe just like layering this up a bit. So like above those pistons, putting down blocks, and then above that doing the other farm. So this could be in the end a tall building, and then it opens up space for something over here. I'm gonna continue on laying out all this stuff and updating all of this, and then again I think I'm tearing this out. I don't like it, and I could build both the bamboo and the sugarcane on top of this over here. So let me get to that, but before I do all that, I am gonna move this freaking portal. It is so loud. Every 2 seconds I hear this thing. So I'm gonna tear this down and maybe move it across the way over there. I just think that might be better, and I could set up like a dock or something and then do something on this mountain, maybe on the mountaintop or in, I don't know. But I'm going to tear that out first, and then I'll continue on laying down everything. Oh, before I do that, I did want to showcase, again, it's going to be really loud, but how much that little thing has produced. Wait a minute, I took them all. Dang it. Is it over here? Oh, okay, yeah. 64, 20, and then, yeah, 25. So as I was just working, you know, that was going off and shooting, and it did that passively. So I'm pretty excited with those rates. Not so excited with these rates. So wanted to showcase that, and I think the observer technique is just too OP to not do it. And I figure, like, while I'm out here, if I'm doing trades, whatever, this is just always running. Or even if I'm just like fishing or building something out here, that's always running. I collect a bunch of resources I could trade, get emeralds, go that route. But anyways, that's enough of that. I'm gonna get to tearing that out and cleaning up this area, and I'll showcase the progress when I am done. This took a while. I was getting so much material trying to finish this farm, and I'm gonna stay away from it. I wonder if I do this move. So you can see I got basically everything that I needed for the pumpkin melon farm. This thing produces so slowly. I don't know if I built it wrong or what, but this is not efficient. I was struggling. I tore down the original thing because that thing did not produce either. And then I was struggling to like build something that I could just, you know, have producing while I'm not even thinking about it. While I was doing all this, the most efficient thing and the easiest way for me to get any XP was basically this iron farm. I was going back and forth with the villagers and just trading away all the iron that was being produced, and I already have a double stack and 2. This thing is probably the best thing I ever built. It is so efficient. Part of me just wants to build a second one and use that for infinite trading, because this stuff is terrible and the noise pollution is brutal. So let me go in here so you can see. Isn't that nice? It's so nice, huh? Super nice. And it doesn't even produce that much. Everything else is empty. This thing is so slow. Oh my gosh. And then getting in and out. I suck at it. That's user error, not the game. But anyways, then this thing, I literally just built this. So this is producing faster than that. I was so surprised. I thought for sure that thing was going to be just pumping out. Yeah, there it goes again. I thought it was going to be pumping out pumpkins and melons, but nothing. It is so slow. I literally leveled up all my gear while I was waiting to build that thing. Yeah, so lesson learned. I don't even know if I'm going to keep this thing. I'm actually like really upset with this. I was even trading wheat faster than the pumpkin and melons. So I just used so much material to build this, right? It's so loud. And then if I go down, it gets louder for me. And it's so slow. Ugh. And then this thing I built in like seconds, and it's already got 19. Yep, there we go. A couple more. Yeah, this thing just keeps popping it out. I don't even care that I'm not collecting these ones in the back over here, because I don't want that noise pollution. This thing is so loud. It is so frustrating. And like I was saying, I was just doing like the maintenance work, right? I was collecting the wheat, beets, all that, and then I was trading that, and that was even faster. And now I don't even want to do this thing. I just kind of want to punch these, trade those that way. But anyways, one thing I did learn was the portal is the loudest thing in the world. I didn't realize that. So I just moved it over there. And then additionally, I was running out of resources. So you can see here, I just have so much more cobble. That was from trimming that mountain thing right there down, which just made me realize I just need to fast forward this game a bit and like beat the dragon, get shulker boxes and some beacons and stuff, because even with efficiency 5, that took forever to get cobblestone. So anyways, long-winded way of saying this thing was a mistake. This is so much more efficient. I'm in love with the iron farm because holy cow, so many levels, so much trading just from that. I might build another one. And then I need to level up. I don't have enough to make this world seamless. Like, it is so difficult and such a grind just to do anything in this. And now I partially want to collect the ones in the back. I see you. Anyways, I just want to get on with building stuff. So I think in the next episode, I'm going to go ahead and fight the Ender Dragon. One thing that I did do while I was collecting everything was I got some decent trades, and I was able to level up the cleric to get me a ton of ender pearls. So this guy is awesome. So I've been trading redstone with this guy, and I built him all the way up to ender pearls. So literally just 10 more right there. Super nice. These guys non-stop trading the iron. This is the easiest way for me to get anything. I thought it was going to be sticks and it was going to be these guys, but wow, it takes forever to build anything. So with that, I'm going to call this episode here, and I'm going to go ahead and actually get myself gathered for the next episode, so that way I can gear up and take on the Ender Dragon. I think that'll be a fun one, and then just go end city raiding and just get a bunch of resources so I can start moving a little quicker on this series. I want to start building stuff. I don't want to keep just, trying to make farms. I actually want to do a bit more creation work. With that, I'll see you guys in the next one. If you enjoy, like and subscribe.